Here, as you can see on the title tonight, is use YouTube to serve and reap the benefits. So while you're doing YouTube, use it to serve. Serving you can do in multiple ways. Um, we are actually made to be on this earth. We were bought with a price to be made on this earth to serve. Right? We worship God. Those who are in God, we worship Him. We serve Him. He says in His Word that we are here to serve other people as well. So when you having a platform like YouTube, it's a great thing to be on here. Like I said, to serve. You can serve in your talents, and as I said before, when you're doing so, it allows you to be able to reach multiple people, and billions of people around the world. And that's why I said I believe that YouTube is sent by God. God is using YouTube rather to be a platform that is around the world. See, God has a plan already set in place for everything, right? We just have to be in compliance with His plan. We don't always want to be in compliance with the plan, and that goes the same thing with YouTube. Sometimes, we already know it's a plan that we have to keep to be set in place, and all the time we don't comply by that plan. But we have to learn how to comply by the plan, be faithful to what it is that you're structured to do. And yes, we're here really to serve, and I do believe that this platform is sent by God for us to be on here to serve. As I was about to say, you can serve with your talents. You can serve with your stories, your experiences. You can serve with your gifts. You know, because serving is um, it's like a ministry, really. Because when you serve God, that's a ministry. And you're serving for God, that's a ministry. Like I'm really actually doing right now. You serving God. So servitude is is like a benefit. Serving is just wide ranged. So serving is just a whole um, promise in itself, whole fulfillment, I should say, in itself. So why not use your platform, YouTube, to be on here to do the right thing and the righteous thing, and good things. Only good things are going to allow you to go far, right? As I hear people say, just because you're good, say for instance, I'm going to use this for an example. Just because you're good doesn't mean that you're going to heaven, and that's true. And the only reason is because you have to go deeper than that with God. It cannot be about church. It cannot be about people. It has to be about a relationship with God, right? So therefore, yeah, it goes deeper than that than serving, just to be serving, because it's not about us. That's the thing. It's not about us. So serving on YouTube is rewarding. With God, it is rewarding. So it's a must in God's sight to be serving, because you can reap benefits from God just by serving, right? But it doesn't go as far as just reaping God's benefits. You never want to do something just to reap something. It goes for YouTube as well. When you're trying to, when you're doing something and you're like you have like focus in a goal, whatever set to do what it is that you want to do on YouTube, you can't really, and well, I should say you shouldn't. You shouldn't have the posture of coming on to just do it for just the benefits. You can have that in mind, but if you move towards your goals or whatever on YouTube to serve, you'll miss the mark of the real reason behind it. It's not just the benefits. Think about other things when you're on here. You could touch someone's heart. Just a smile would brighten somebody's day. Just a song or just your voice, just your face would make someone's day. All of that is serving someone. It really doesn't take much to serve. It doesn't. Just like I was talking to someone and they said they wanted to do more, like for Christ, and the idea popped up in their mind. They were like, well, that's the thing I can do. Is serve the homeless, like, right? So that's like serving the community. So if you look at it on YouTube, it's like a community. It is actually, it's a community of people that a lot of times are in need. They can use some help, whether it's mentally or physically or emotionally, all kinds of ways. And that's another reason. There's some more reasons rather, right there, to serve, to want to serve another. So when you're doing this though on YouTube and serving, you have to be faithful to it. Especially when God allows you to have this platform as well as YouTube. Be faithful with it. He said he said if you're faithful over few things, he'll make you ruler over many. YouTube is the same way. If you're faithful enough on here, like being consistent and persistent and whatnot all the time, you will see rewards. You will reap benefits and you will see rewards, right? And yeah, be faithful, because being faithful. When I said with the scripture, make you rule over many, meaning on YouTube, if you're faithful, you can how can I say it? It's still reaping the benefits. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how far that you will get on here. You will know it would happen, and when it happens, you definitely will know it. Just like God, if you're faithful, you definitely will reap bounds and bounds of benefits with Him, right? So you do the same thing on YouTube. Your work will show, right? It will speak for you when you do so. So yeah, um, so it's just like when you on, right, when you're on YouTube, you definitely have to have continuous drive and momentum. You know, you can't give up. Same thing with God. Have drive and momentum with Him. You can't give up on Him, because you know why? He doesn't give up on us, right? And at this point in time, while we're on YouTube, it's a prevalent time. It really is, that we should be on here like this, because look how YouTube is doing. YouTube is literally helping pushing people's content out there. Someone came and commented, and like I said, I know it's nobody but God, because I mean several of them have been doing it over and over again, and they were just letting me know how they saw my video up on the timeline. It's just like, I guess it was like on the front line. So it's like God is allowing us to be seen on the front line, and look how YouTube is doing. He's pushing us out in the front line. I'm the type of person and I used to hear evangelists and preachers and stuff like this say this, that some of you out there are not the type of people that want to be out in the spotlight and on the timeline. That was me. That was me. But I'll do anything. If I have to do it like this, rather, for the Lord, I would do so. Because I love Him that much, and I know how much He loves me. right? And Yeshua and Mama Ruach, Holy Spirit. So my thing is to, I'm not wanting to do things out of my will. Um, it's the momentum of Christ that I'm actually doing it out of. So YouTube, when you come into YouTube, have that mindset that you're not doing it just for the benefits, but it could be somebody out there that you can help. See, because we are here to serve. And when you look at things that way, God honors that very much. So He honors that very much. Just like for when I use the example of the homeless, He honors the homeless, right? And He also says that He's close to the brokenhearted. A lot of homeless people sometimes are close to are brokenhearted, right? And then their hearts and whatnot need to be mended. And we don't know how what way we can mend a person's heart, and mind and soul and spirit. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get out there and get the drive, keep the drive, keep the momentum, and be faithful, right? So, because if we're faithful with a few things, we'll be made ruler over many. I heard somebody else say that too, and it reminds me, when I just said something about ruler, it reminds me how someone had mentioned how people can reach out to you in high places, and once you on their platform and and different things of that nature, same thing with the Lord. But it's true because He allows those type of things to happen because in this season there are a lot of us that are it is your season, and now is the time to be performing, because I kept seeing that word performance, and God has been giving me numbers and different things of that nature, right? And I don't want to be coming on saying numbers this, that, and the third, because I mean numbers are not angel numbers. They're numbers from the Strong Concordance Hebrews book, right? Straight from God, because everything that God had and He still has, because I mean He's over all, right? He's over all of us and the earth, even the enemy. He's over good and evil. So I said it to say He's over those numbers. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, not angel numbers. Come across my mouth like that. I cancel that with relationship with Jesus. I was meaning to say that the numbers are from God. They're not angel numbers. They took that and ran with it with the enemy. He started that foolishness, right? So and I said that to say anything that God started and He had first. He was made first. Enemy wasn't made. God made everybody, right? So the enemy doesn't have like I said, a footstool, and it shouldn't have in nobody's life, right? But I just wanted to say that God is good, right? But continue to have that momentum and have that faith, because like I said, when you're going with the wrong mindset, you're going into something with the wrong mindset, you can be tricked off your course, right? And you know who does that? It's definitely not God, right? God is for us. He said He's more than the world against us, right? He said who can be for us? He's more. If God is for us, He's more than the whole world against us, right? Right. So yeah, continue to hold on to your momentum. And I know I got sidetracked, and I'm trying to think back where I was at when I said what I had said last. But yeah, this YouTube platform, once again, um, it should be used to serve, because really, that's what we're really actually doing in some sense, is serving. As long as we don't have the heart of greed, to want to always want more all the time, right? We come in a heart posture of doing this on a serious note, just like God. Um, People come in not to serve God with our whole heart, like He said. He said we're supposed to serve Him with our whole heart, soul, and might, right? Loving our neighbor as we love ourselves, and that type of thing. Um, they come halfway with God, and when I say halfway, they do it so more so to as to get whatever it is out of God that they want, that they desire, right? So it's not like a wholehearted type of thing. Um, and it shouldn't be like that, right? And YouTube can be the same way. You can go in it one way and then come out another way, which you go in motivated, right? In YouTube, motivated with momentum, pumped up, ready to go. And then when you don't see a change, then you can come down, right? You can get low, and feel some type of way, right? And you're let down, all because your mindset wasn't there, right? Your mindset should have been somewhere else. You should have been ready before you started, and say, well, look, I have a story to tell, and maybe somebody can benefit from my story and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's a better way to come about doing anything, on YouTube, right? Because we're meant to serve anyway. We're meant to serve. We're put on this earth to serve. All of us is, and that's by God, whether we want to or not. I mean, we can go our own way and do our own thing. You know what I'm saying? But everything God is in charge of and over of. But He does give us a choice of whatever it is that we want to do. You know. I saw someone's title, and it says something about God doesn't give us free will, and I think they had a question mark or something on it. I'm not trying to get at nobody, but I saw it in the word. I had to look that up, and I saw it in the word. God does give us free will, because free will, that's what it means. It's a choice that you make with God, and with anything. We have a choice, because if He did not give us free will and give us a choice, do you not know the opposite of choice and free will is witchcraft? Is control and manipulation is witchcraft, and that's something that God doesn't do. He doesn't honor any of that. That's not what He's about, right? He's about love, right? And love eternal. So He does give us a choice. He does give us free will. Now He can speak to us and tell us to do something, and if we don't want to do it, then that's on us. And there again, that's witchcraft, because that's disobedience. You know that's what that means as well. So anything the opposite of God's love is it goes on the dark side. It goes on the opposite side of Him, because God is full of light. And light means like openness, right? An expression, and like when a light bulb comes off in your head, right? It's full of joy, full of it shines, right? So full of momentum, all the good and the positive things, right? So yeah, just know that when you're doing YouTube and when you're serving, period, um, just know it's rewarding. You can reap benefits, but when you do so, just don't go in for that reason and that purpose, because we have purpose, deeper purpose than that, um, within us. It's deeper than that. Like I said before, when the Bible speaks that the deep calls the deep. I know you all see me getting ready, getting hot. The deep calls the deep, right? So God Himself is deep. He's it's unexplainable when I talk about God, because it's just like it's like no words. You know what I mean? It's so many things I can say. It just go on and on and on. It just does not run out. The goodness and whatnot of God. He's amazing for real, right? So yeah, serve humbly, however you serve, right? Because when it comes to God, um, the Bible speaks just like David. That's one of my favorite stories, David and Goliath. Uh, he said that you have to come in the name. He came in the name of the Lord, right? So you come in the name of the Lord. Come with that posture, right? of giving and not receiving. Because that's the thing. We always, a lot of times, feel that way. And we want to receive everything. Even from God, we want to receive, 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 right? Take, 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 take. And we don't want to give anything, right? And God is always on the throne, you know? He's always giving, but ask in a manner, in a way that is respectful, right? Serve him and serve for him, right? Around around you, because that's what we are here there again for, is to serve, right? And when we serving with a good mindset, we can reap the benefits naturally, and before you know it, you've reaped them before you even uh, thought that you would be reaping, at that time. So I'm gonna stop here and leave it right here because the time is ticking. And you all have a good day, evening, night, whatever time that you're watching this, and whatever day or noon or night that you're watching this.